Good morning, everybody. Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today is April 10th, 2022. Today on our calendar, and the Gregorian calendar, is Palm Sunday, when everyone celebrates the triumphal entry of Jesus Christ into Jerusalem. We also know that 10 Nisan, the day of the triumphal entry, is the day that Israel entered into the Promised Land. And we have today, on April 10th, a very interesting piece of information that is coming out of the Jerusalem Post and other publications out of Israel. Palestinian rioters vandalized Joseph's tomb amid clashes with IDF. Now, I want to share with you why this is an amazing sign exactly on the day of the triumphal entry, and it is also an amazing sign exactly on the week of Passover. Palestinian rioters vandalized Joseph's tomb amid clashes with IDF. The vandalism of Joseph's tomb is a grave event and a serious violation of freedom of worship in one of the holiest places for every Jew, said Defense Minister Benny Gantz. Okay, here they are trying to break into the tomb of Joseph, and they vandalized his tomb, disturbing his resting place. Palestinian rioters vandalized Joseph's tomb in the West Bank city of Nablus on Saturday night in clashes with the IDF, damaging the gravestone, a chandelier hanging over it, a water tank, and an electricity closet. The vandalism comes amid the second night of arrests made by Israeli security forces in the West Bank following a fatal terror attack on Thursday night in Tel Aviv that claimed 3 lives. Okay, now, why is this important today on the day of the triumphal entry? And why is it important this week of Passover, as we are entering what is the history, the Exodus out of Egypt, and the week of the Passover? Okay, let's take a look at the Bible here in Genesis 50, verse 25. It says, Joseph made the sons of Israel swear, saying, God will assuredly take care of you, and you shall carry my bones up from here. Okay, before Joseph died, and he died in Egypt. Joseph died in Egypt, and God had given him a ministry in Egypt, and it was Joseph exactly that prophesied of the 7 years. Actually, it was Joseph who interpreted Pharaoh's dream, right? But Joseph was given the understanding of the 7 years of abundance and 7 years of famine based on the dreams of Joseph. And then, because he understood the dreams of Joseph and was able to give the interpretation, he was placed in a place of honor and a place of authority in Egypt, and he was taken to Egypt to the capital and to the palace of Pharaoh. Okay, and he ran what was the famine so that the people could survive, and he made the plan to store up the grain during the years of abundance. And they only were able to do this because they knew about the famine that was going to be coming, and because of that, they were saved and rescued out of the famine. 7 years of famine that were in Egypt. Well, before he died, okay, he knew that that was not his homeland or his heritage, and so he made Israel promise that when you leave this place, you shall carry my bones up from here. Okay, now in Exodus 13:19, it goes on to say, Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, and he made the sons of Israel solemnly swear, saying, God will certainly take care of you, and you shall carry my bones from here with you. Okay? Now, if we see this, Exodus 13 is the timing of the Exodus. Exodus 12 is the Passover, and then Passover night, and then going through the Red Sea, and Moses took the bones of Joseph with him. So as we are seeing here, okay, this article that today, on the day of the triumphal entry, the day that Israel entered into the promised land, the day that is connected with the deliverance out of Egypt and then entrance into the promised land, how is this all connected to the bones of Joseph, and why today, of all days, on April 10th, Palm Sunday, the day of the triumphal entry, we have this news coming out about Joseph's tomb being vandalized. The bones of Joseph is a huge biblical sign of the timing of the Exodus, because exactly when they left Egypt, they took the bones of Joseph with them out of Egypt. Isn't this amazing? So we are watching what is today is Palm Sunday on our calendar, but if we look at the Torah calendar and the Hebrew calendar based on the actual new moon sighting, which was on April 3rd, okay, on April 3rd of Nisan 1, then really we're looking at Nisan 10 between April 11th and April 12th. So today we celebrate Palm Sunday, but Palm Sunday, the true day of the triumphal entry, is either tomorrow or Tuesday, okay? The April 11th or April 12th. But this story coming out exactly on Palm Sunday, the biblical understanding of the Exodus and the connection to the bones of Joseph, okay, you see how important this sign is. So I believe this is a huge sign on Passover week, a huge sign exactly on the day of the triumphal entry on our calendar, to give us understanding, to give us excitement, to give us encouragement. The bones of Joseph are being moved. Okay, the bones of Joseph are being moved. And they moved the bones of Joseph when they came up out of Egypt. So I just want to share with you, this is another sign of our Exodus, especially connected to this week. I pray you're blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.